on, everybody? It's Farmin, FriYAY. Oh my goodness, we are in the smack dab middle of summer and it is hot. Actually, we're in the last third of summer. Can you believe that? Not in the middle. We're already past the middle. Had the longest day and everything. But we have had a little rain this week, a little reprieve, and we'll be mowing Samoa. Coming up later in the show, we're going to get to meet a gentleman named Greg Pratt, who will be playing shows double downtown on Saturday and Sunday. His name is Greg Pratt from Memphis.
Smoking on the back porch out in the boondocks around about 3 p.m. Sun burning like a torch, picking on a wood box. Dogs just running the fence.
He will be joining us later in the show with a brand new single that comes out today called Backwoods Therapy. Now we're going to go to our friends at the Tennessee Farm Bureau, which will be part of the sponsorship of our Tennessee State Fair, Wilson County Fair coming up later this month. And the Young Farmers of the Year have been chosen by the Tennessee Farm Bureau.
I'm Jimmy Moody, President of Dyer County Farm Bureau, and it's my pleasure to introduce our Young Farmers of the Year, Cody and Jessica Grill and their son Reese.
I am considered a 9th generation farmer. It's one of the oldest traditions in the world, and it's, I guess, the oldest tradition in my family. When I graduated high school, the farm wasn't able to sustain 4 different household incomes. So I decided to diversify my knowledge. Went to college at Jackson State and got my associates in applied science for radiology. And then I graduated from ETSU with my bachelor's in 2013. We started dating in 2011. I asked her to marry me in 2013. We got married June of 14. I was working in healthcare about 3 nights out of the week, and then I was still farming on the side, just part-time. I did that for up until 2020 when my dad retired. That gave me the opportunity to come back in full-time, and we at that time converted, my 2 brothers and I, we converted the farm into Grills Farms LLC, and that gave me the opportunity to buy in to an equal partnership with them. As of right now, we farm a little over 3,000 acres. We diversify between soybeans and corn. We keep our corn and soybeans on a 50-50 rotation. Try to every year just to help the soil. We have roughly 350 acres irrigated, 300 acres, something like that, that's actually under a pivot. Most of our soybeans we take to a local granary here, Urban Grain. We will raise some seed stock for Hurt Seed that we will take to them in hauls. And the majority of our corn, we go to the ethanol plant. This year, we have started working with bees, trying to work with like pollinators on our ground. There's some research that's showing that having pollinators close to your soybeans will increase your yields by 10%. So we're giving that a try. We had a little boy, Reese. I see him and I see myself, you know, how I grew up, and I want to be able to raise him the same way I grew up.
God has given us so much, and we want to be good stewards of everything He's given us. He's blessed us so much with the opportunity to come back to the farm, because for the past 3 years we've been back full-time, and for Reese to get to be a part of that at this time is just so special.
Obviously we want to make a good living, obviously, and I want to make sure I take care of my family, but we also want to make sure we take care of the ground the Lord gives us, and to instill a love in it for Reese and so that he can carry on the 10th generation.
Thank you for what you're doing and for passing it on to your little boy, Reese, our Tennessee Farm Bureau Farmer of the Year for 2023. We've got several, and we're going to be checking in with some of those in today's show. Plus, if you are a farmer and you've had a lot of life of lifting and moving and stretching and doing things that have probably left your back with some issues. For me, I have a disintegrated disc at L2 and L5, and not only does it have to do with the pain in your back. We talk about pain all the time, but remember that everything in your back, those nerves control organs. And there's some things that maybe your organs aren't working the right way. Maybe a pinched nerve somewhere is causing your lungs not to work right. Before you go start looking at surgery and start looking at maybe taking some kind of drug just to band-aid the pain, maybe there's something that you can do to help fix your back, healing the back, getting it back in line. I love going to the Gill Center because it's not just crack, crack, pop, pop. That's not what it is. It's a chiropractic practice with a lot of different modalities. I use spinal decompression, and here's something else they work on: knees. I had a knee, and she said, your kneecap's supposed to be in the front. Yeah. Injuries after injuries after injuries between horses and farm work. It has done a number on my knees. So they work on knees too. It's really great because I'm starting to stand differently. I'm starting to walk differently. That gait where you kind of waddle along is changing because the pain is changing and the alignment is changing. If you want to find out more about what they do, listen to the special they've got going right now. It's only $49.
On a person's first visit, because they would come in and they would meet with one of the doctors. It would typically be me. We would do an examination, we would take some x-rays, potentially we would do some neurological findings depending on what's going on with that person. We would review their x-rays together. If they have any MRIs or imaging of their own, we always like to review those as well and make comparisons, because sometimes they can be a year or two old, or more information is always better, but not necessary. And for that initial visit, we do a special of $49 just to see what's happening with someone and to talk about what possibilities they may have for help that they may not have known was an option for them.
Did you know that up to 80% of us will experience back or neck pain during our lifetime? Many of you are offered surgery or addictive pain pills to relieve your chronic pain. At the Dr. Gill Center for Back, Neck, Chronic Pain Relief, we have been leading the way to better health, naturally, and have helped tens of thousands of people right here in Middle Tennessee for the past 30 years.
I came to Dr. Gill about 10 years ago after my local doctors recommended surgery. I knew about Dr. Gill and wanted to see if he could help me. 10 years later, I am pain-free, no surgery, and no pain pills.
Surgery is scary, and over 40% of all back surgeries fail, creating a cycle of surgery and pills. There is a safer solution to your chronic pain. Make the call to the Dr. Gill Center for Back, Neck, Chronic Pain Relief today and get your life back. This office visit is normally $299, but call today and receive your initial consultation, report of finding for just $49. But hurry, this offer won't last long. Call 615-768-8743. That's 615-768-8743.
They said, I want to ride my horse again. And so that's what we're working on. What do you want to get back? Do you want to get a golf swing back? Now, she can't make you win at your golf game, but at least be able to swing a club. Yep. That's what we're working on. By the way, Black Farms Food and Families Project at Fiddler's Grove has won a $100,000 grant from Kubota. They have a Hometown Proud grant that they've been giving to farmers across America. And there at Fiddler's Grove, they've got a community garden called Black Farms, and it's fantastic. But we can go to Kubota, hometownproud.com, and vote for Black Farms, and they can get that same grant doubled if they win. So I want you to go online, but I want you to hear the story first of the Kubota Hometown Proud, their story they did on Black Farms Food and Families Project. It's out at Fiddler's Grove. And when you come to the Tennessee State Fair or the Wilson County Fair, you can see it.
In the U.S. now, there are very few black farmers. In the olden days, people farmed because that was their only way of survival.
The ability to help have educational programming that speaks to the African American community as a minority, especially when it comes to agriculture. The grant is going to help us build a greenhouse. It will help us work with other not-for-profits here in town and the educational programs they already have in place.
Well, our actual vision for the gardens is to actually target certain populations that may be facing different aspects of food insecurity, targeting that young generation that may not be exposed to farming because of how it's changed over time.
The goal here is to raise awareness for the fact that our minority farms are shrinking in our county. Then we want to be able to collect heritage from those minority farms.
There are heirloom seeds within the generational farmers within the black community, and we hope to plant those seeds within our greenhouse.
I have 3 types of seeds. I have some corn that from year to year, I try to keep an ear or 2 ears. I have some speckled butter beans, lima beans that I have here that I plant occasionally, and I always harvest some to keep. This 3rd seed is a potato vine, and it would be well over 200 years old. That vine came from my grandmother's porch, but it was the size of your fingernail.
So we want the next generation to know where that seed comes from, who grew it, and how it can actually benefit them in the long term.
Somehow we've got to be able to get that information to young kids so that we can promote more prospective farmers in the Afro-American communities. Because once you promote those farmers, you also promote health, wealth.
That grant will help us because it's going to be able to where we could educate some of our young people and let them know about farming.
I just wish more families and more children could see that you can start from nothing, and if you set your mind right, have goals and objectives and work hard, you can do it.
We are so thankful for the Kubota grant and for everything that Kubota is doing.
Thank you, Kubota.
Vote for us.
You can't see the sights without the sounds. From the crack of the bat to the roar of the crowd and everything in between, discover what Hit City has to offer. Spend your nights cheering on the Nashville Sounds at First Horizon Park with giveaways, fireworks shows, theme weekends, and more. Single game tickets are on sale now. Visit NashvilleSounds.com to claim your seat today.
Smoking on the back porch out in the boondocks round about 3 p.m. Sun burning like a torch picking on a wood box. Dogs just running the fence. Riding the buzz, daylight till dusk. Got the feel good going on. Big storm brewing, all my people coming. Gonna throw it back, but the jack's all gone. If you need help.
Well, I am so excited because one of my spirit sons joins us, Greg Pratt. How
Good
are
morning.
you? Are you excited? Today's the day. We've been waiting for Backwoods Therapy.
Yep, I'm stoked. I'm so glad we took this song from the living room where we wrote it, and it's went through recording it with the live band, and the fact that it's finally coming out, it's gonna be good.
Well, it's huge. I mean, you know, it because you're gonna always see it in that living room.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you do it, you're hanging out with your friends. Why did you guys? I mean, what affected you? Were you out doing something like that, and then you came back after that? Because Backwoods Therapy is something that everybody kind of seeks at the end of the week. You know.
Yeah. So I feel like we released those first 4, and the way I kind of look at it, we released 4 songs starting last year, and those are kind of the foundations of who I am as an artist. And now we're getting into experiences. So that's like, this is kind of fun for me because has a lot to do with my college days too. And kind of, again, a backwoods party, backwoods therapy, that kind of party is the first place I ever tried moonshine, not the 128 proof stuff, the 200 proof stuff. We all thought we were stressed back then in school and with grades and stuff. And but no, I sat down with Jason Adam Williams to write this one. And, you know, I play on the weekends, 2 days, 3 days a weekend out there, and I get to see a world sample of people. And I just have seen just so many people kind of balled up and stressed, especially the first day they first get there. They're all just kind of, you can tell that like life is weighing on them and whatever they're dealing with, it's bothering them. And that's why they come here, to kind of like let loose. So we wanted to write something like that to just remind people that it's okay to just cut loose sometimes, because if you don't lose it every once in a while, you're all carrying it with you the whole time. And
right.
Life's a little heavy.
Well, you know, there's a lot of stress in our world right now. People are all pent up, and to do that. And I know one of your stress relievers, I just saw him walk behind you. Can you pick up Rowdy?
Oh, I can. Come here, buddy. I'm gonna say hey, everybody.
Come say hi, Rowdy. Because we love our puppy dogs. This is the cutest little dog. And if you follow Greg Pratt Country, you're going to get to see some of Rowdy, because Rowdy gives you the thumbs up. Does Rowdy like your music?
Yeah, he does. He does. He started singing to it the other day too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great. That is so great. Greg, you're a Memphis boy, and what's the difference do you see? Because you grew up, watching the crowds in Memphis and Beale Street and all that, and now you're playing down on Lower Broadway, a lot of shows. Is there a difference between the Memphis feel and what goes on Lower Broadway?
You mean like Beale Street?
Yeah.
What I've seen, because they have a tin roof in Memphis now too. They got a Hard Rock. There is some country in Memphis, but the country, that's one reason I came to Nashville, because I knew I wanted to do country music. And I don't have, I'm okay at guitar, but I'm not going to have to play blues or jazz. But you walk into a blues or jazz bar, which is a lot of them on Beale Street, or a lot of people play rock there too. But those players are absolutely wicked. Like you walk in there and it's awesome. It's not, their people are awesome here, but you can walk in and it's more of it's a songwriter sitting down, either playing your favorite hit on an acoustic guitar with a full band, or it's they're telling you what I do. I work all of my originals into a set every time, because that's how people get to know me, and they can take that story home with them. But I think it's just different, because I feel like Memphis, at least what I remember of Beale Street, because I used to party down there all the time, because between going to Alabama and here, I went to Memphis for a little while and hung out around on Beale Street and stuff. And it's just blues and jazz players, respectively, they're just a different breed. So it's
they are a different breed. I just wondered if it felt differently. Now, where are you going to be this weekend? Where are you going to be? Where can we find you? Friday, like today. Where are you going to be Friday?
So Friday, I'm not playing Friday anymore. I play a double Saturday. And it's really, it's probably half the show is originals. You got to do your top 40 stuff, because it's down there. And I have a lot of stuff that I like that just came out. There's a lot of Zach Bryan stuff that I just dig. Luke Combs got some great stuff. Bailey Zimmerman. I learned my favorite Jelly Roll song I just learned, so I'm going to be able to take a swing at that. And then we'll go back and do some of the classics. But I'll put Backwards Therapy in there. I'll probably play every one of the 4 songs that we're releasing this year, the originals.
Every 5 weeks, a new song. Okay, now where are you playing on Saturday? Where's your double?
Yeah, Saturday is Whiskey Row in the morning, and then the Grand Hyatt Hotel in the lobby. It gets pretty rowdy for a hotel lobby until midnight. Then it'll be Whiskey Row again for brunch on Sunday, and then me and Rylan. You remember that fiddler?
Oh yeah, he's fantastic.
We'll be at Barstool kind of on the Monday at noon.
Well, I want everybody to follow Greg Pratt Country on all the social media, because he keeps up with it, and he'll take you with you on those live gigs. That's what I love about you. I'm not exactly a downtown aficionado.
We make it seem like you're there.
You do. You take us right along. So do follow Greg Pratt's socials and get some of his merch and follow his music, because I just love your voice, kiddo. I always have, and I love you more than lunch and jewelry.
I love you so much.
Well, I love Rowdy too. Bye. As the giant dinosaurs of Dino Trek leave the Nashville Zoo, make way for the Komodo dragon. Yes, the dragons are coming. The dragons are coming. And right now, you can register to win a household membership to the Nashville Zoo, the easiest way to see these real-life giant lizards in real life. July 24th through August 13th, go to any Main Street Media of Tennessee website for any of our local papers, and your family might be on their way to a zoo membership. The dragons are here, and you can be too. Brought to you by the Nashville Zoo and Main Street Media Television.
The roots in the ground to feed the soil.
Jason Atkins is the farm director and a professor at Trevecca Nazarene University in Nashville.
These little guys are harlequin bugs. They are not friends.
Atkins started this farm in 2012. It's located just minutes from the hustle and bustle of downtown.
Our zip code's considered a food desert, and so we wondered what we could do here on this unused part of our campus to create a little learning lab, an imagination station.
So Atkins takes textbook information and gives students hands-on applications.
Go, 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 go!
The urban farm also incorporates animals into the program. The goats are used mainly for natural landscaping on campus. But there are also pigs and chickens. Once a year, the pigs are harvested, or as Jason likes to say, they go to freezer camp. For Catherine Carter, a Trevecca graduate from Texas, the farm is now part of her daily life. She came to study theater and film, but after volunteering at the farm, she discovered a new passion and something that strengthened her faith.
It spoke to my soul in a way that I just couldn't leave until I learned more. And the longer I'm here, the less I want to leave. So I still love what I came here to study. I love theater, I love film. But I don't see a future without farming.
But the program goes beyond the gates of the university. There's also the Tree Cycle program.
So the farm has started a program that pays young people to fix bikes and plant trees. Then we'll go and plant a tree for free, and we'll pay the young people to do it. And we want to make sure that we're not just planting trees, but we're also nurturing the tree planters. We want to teach young people early how to take care of trees, how to plant trees, and why it matters.
And the food grown at the farm is also sold at a nearby weekly community farmers market, along with some value-added products like soap made from hog lard, all in an effort to teach the next generation to be farmers and give back to their community.
One of the things we like to say is our biggest crop is farmers. So we're not just trying to grow fruit and vegetables, mushrooms and meat and eggs, but we really want to grow farmers.
I love that story. Thank you, Tammy Arender from RFD Television. You can see her every day on the Market Report, and she gives us such great stories and lets us use them, so we appreciate you. We're going to go to Murfreesboro now, where Mr. Murfreesboro John has the scoop on a new museum of natural history.
If you're a big nerd at heart like I am, you're going to love this next one. Murfreesboro's Museum of Natural History is getting its own Triceratops skull. How freaking cool is that? Alan Brown, who runs the museum right behind me, just informed me that he actually went up to Montana to get it already, but the truck that they had to pick it up was too small. So here in a little bit, probably around Labor Day, he said they're going to go back up there with a bigger truck to pick it up and bring it on down, and then they're going to have an actual Triceratops skull here in Murfreesboro. That's the geek in me just went crazy. I freaking love that. So if you're a geek like me, let me know in the comments. I want to know what y'all think about this. Or if you have any questions or comments about anything, put those in the comments as well. And as soon as I know more about the actual date when it'll be here, I'll post about that for you. And as always, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.
That is John, Mr. Murfreesboro, murfreesboro.com on YouTube. Follow him and subscribe to his channel and click the bell so that when he makes an update, you get the update too. 50 Forward has locations all over Middle Tennessee for people my age and over who would like to be part of a community, a group of people to do activities with, to dance with, to do theater with, to go have a meal with, maybe go shopping with. 50forward.org, and they want to tell you about the Join All of Us campaign.
All across the country, people are coming together to speed up what we can learn about health. The All of Us Research Program is calling on 1 million people to join us as we try to change the future of health. For your family, for future generations, for all of us. Visit joinallofus.org and find out how you can become 1 in a million.
I love that little baby foot. That little baby foot. That's why I want to join the Join All of Us campaign, is for that little baby foot right there. joinallofus.org/50forward. And now our daily giggle. You know how I love me a goat. Well, here's the most photogenic goat. Have you ever had a goat take a selfie? I have.
Tired of hanging lights every year? We get it. That's why Southern Nights is here to help. We install programmable lighting on your home or business so you can enjoy beautiful, customizable lighting all year round. No more ladders, tangled lights, or cold nights outside. We do the work, you do the celebrating. Call Southern Nights today and take the hassle out of holiday lighting forever. For a free quote, give us a call at 931-241-3074 or visit our Facebook page at Southern Nights.
Well, if you saw yesterday's show, Tracy Hits and the Hits list gave us a full list of things going on this weekend. But in case you don't know about the Music City Grand Prix, we're going to tell you about it now. Here's what tonight is going to look like. There are people playing like Flo Rida is playing, and a bunch of country artists are going to be playing. There's going to be a lot of music, a lot of food, a lot of action. Korean Veterans is going to be closed. So if you're going to go into town, go another way, find a different way to go. It's going to be a lot happening. And then Saturday night, got a whole other day for the Music City Grand Prix. The Big Machine Music City Grand Prix, you can do a quick Google and get all the activities and be part of a little, part of a lot. A lot of it's free. And also Movies in the Park this weekend. It's incredible. The Big Lebowski is one of those that's in the park. And I don't know the other one, but there are several movies in the park that are going on in Nashville. Want to encourage you to be a part of that. And of course, the Nashville Sounds, that we are there every Sunday home game. We throw out the first pitches. And a big shout out to my friends at Old Hickory. Old Hickory is a music group that I hope that you will go and check them out. They got to sing the national anthem at the Sounds game, and it was fantastic, you guys. And they're going to be going to National Finals Rodeo and singing for them as well. So I think they're just great. So check them out. You can go to Old Hickory Music and check them out. I think that's our show for today. It is a Farmin FriYAY. Try to stay cool, everybody. If you're going to be out doing yard work and things like that, just watch it, stay hydrated, and be very, very careful because you can get overheated really quickly. Watch out for your friends, your family, and your loved ones, especially the elderly and your pets. Keep them well hydrated. Be safe, everybody, and be kind. And remember, most of all, you are loved.
Who wouldn't love a stuffed booster? I know I sure would.
We are home, we are family, we are things to do and place to see. Mom and pops, local grown, small business Saturdays. We are Main Street, Main Street, Main Street. We are your Main Street today.